Hi, I'm Chris Farley, and I will be talking about the site agency that I visited on October 18, 2018. The agency that I visited was called the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, and it's located on 3635 Southeast Military Drive in San Antonio, Texas. They serve a small portion of the Bexar County and are part of the Region 9, which is basically one of the regions that the Department of Family and Protective Services has for Texas. I learned a lot about their services and about their history, and it was really interesting. They were built basically up by the state, and the whole services started back in the 1939 by the Senate 26 bill, which was known back then as the Public Welfare Act of 1939. They have a lot of different services, which is the Adult Protective Services, Child Protective Services, Management Services, Residential Child Care Services, and Child Care Licensing. You have a lot of different workers there, and it basically starts out with the regional director, the program director, then the supervisors and caseworkers. But there's a little bit more to their structure, actually. They have different workers for the different services they provide. For instance, for the Child Protective Services portion of the agency, they have investigator specialists, family-based safety services specialists, conservatorship specialist, special investigator, foster adoptive home development worker, and then working in the preparing for adult living program, and then the human services technician. And for the adult protective services portion of the agency, they have the adult protective services caseworker and the adult protective services mental health facility investigator. They just have so many different people working there, and they are basically regulated by the legislature of Texas in the as well as by federal laws and United States government with the United States Constitution, with the Fourth Amendment. Basically, the different human services that agency service workers that are involved in the agency are the social workers, which help refer the cases of child abuse and neglect to the agency, and they have the human services technician, which they are employed to help with providing services for the clients and child protective services, as well as helping with maintaining files and all of that. Basically, they don't discriminate on the basis of religion, ethnicity, age, or gender. You have to have consistent documentation. They have to be able to verify the documentation in order for you to be eligible. They also have the right to deny you the services, which is kind of, well, for me, that's just kind of rude. I don't like how that they can just deny anyone's service. I mean, should be able to help anyone. That's part of their vision and mission statement. No, that's just me in my opinion. But and the services for the clients are terminated once it's determined that the child or adult is safe and being cared for, and basically just not being neglected or abused by their caregivers. And they provide a bunch of services to help with family-based services, community resources, just a lot of things. It's just very impressive how many resources they provide for the community and for their clients.